Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am finally doing more videos, yay! Anyway, I'm going to try to be quick about this one. This video I'm going to show you very quickly a family that I have sort of been playing. I haven't been playing them, that was my wrist if you had a weird click then. I haven't been playing them in the sense of like I meant to play them, it was more I created this character, which is Jonas Foster, who I randomized him. And I just like threw random stat looks on him. I wasn't really thinking about it because I'd built a restaurant, which I haven't really done much of. I've only ever built two, which you'll get to see them hopefully both either in this video or like another video you'll see the other one, because he owns one of the restaurants and I wanted him to build it up to 5 stars, which I'm still working on because I've never really played with Dino properly. So this is him. And I'm going to show you where he lives and his family and all that stuff. So currently we're in his bathroom looking super nice. Look at that. There's a hint as to what lives here. So if we just get out of tab mode. He lives in this house, which I don't know the name of. Oops, I didn't mean to put that down. Okay, so there's the It is in the Whiskerman's Wharf area. And what's her face lives here. Is it Katerina Lynx? I think that's her name, lives there. And that's one of the restaurants that I've built, which used to be the Salty Paws Saloon. It's now the Salty Paws Cafe, which I will show you at some point, but that's not the one he owns, so we'll get back to that. I edited this house slightly because he didn't have the money. And I wanted to make this into more of a garden space, because it just, I don't know, it didn't look right. I can't go into buy mode at the moment, which is because I think it is this one, which is Tiny Baby Butter. Yep. Is aging up, and I don't know if Bacon's aging up, but we'll see, and I'll explain them a bit more in a second. So let's just watch the beautifulness happen. Let's see, do you look just like your dad, or do you have any resemblance to your mum? Butter aged up! Butter has grown from a kitten into an adult cat. She will now climb stairs as well as hopping onto hopping onto and resting on higher flat surfaces. She can also mate with other cats if she isn't spayed. Hooray for Butter! Oh. And Bacon aged up! Oh, we miss Bacon. Sorry, Bacon! Same message for Bacon. So, she looks quite like her dad, actually. So, there we go. She's running off. And let's see. Ooh, Bacon looks a little bit different. She's got a bit more of her mum's fluff. But anyway, I'll show you them now. So I start off with Jonas, who is now actually in the bath. You can see in his little portrait here, he's like dressed like a cowboy, which kind of goes with the theme of his restaurant, which we'll get to in a minute. I was doing a hand gesture then that you couldn't see. So I had him, he lived in a different house, I just kind of flung him in, I was just trying to build up a restaurant. And then whilst he was there one day at his restaurant, he met this little kitty cat, who we'll go down and see now, which is Queen Cupcake. Isn't she beautiful? And that was her name when he found her, so she's Queen Cupcake. I gave her the pink collar and gave her everything pink because I decided he was like spoiling her because she's like his little princess and she was the only part of his family sort of thing. There's a nice little hair patch there from one of the younger cats, because I know one of the kittens had the furry trait, but I can't remember which one it is. But anyway, so we had Queen Cupcake, it's just him and Queen Cupcake. Jade has gone off to work, so I can't really show you her. Oh, no, that noise is the litter tray. It always freaks me out too. So yeah, it was just him and Queen Cupcake, and then he adopted Pumpkin when she was a kitten, because Queen Cupcake was getting lonely when he was at work and she was at home, so I got a kitten. And then adopted another kitten because I was like, it'd be quite fun to breed these guys, which was Nougat, which is here, or Nugget. I think it's Nougat. Yeah, it's Nougat. Nugget spelled differently in my head. So that's Nougat. They're all food names because he owns a cafe. Well, he owns a restaurant thing, which we'll get to, as I said. And then he was a kitten for quite a long time, and his traits weren't exactly the best, but I kept him anyway because I became slightly attached to him. So in the meantime, whilst he was still a kitten... Calm down, guys. Oh my gosh. His phone was going, but apparently it hung up. He has a lot of cats, which is a problem. So in the meantime, whilst Nougat wasn't old enough, Bo was his original name. He was a stray in the area and was just roaming around, sort of like he became friends with Jonas, and Jonas decided to adopt him, and we named him Boba because you can get those drinks which are called boba and stuff. And stop being bad. Who are you, Bacon? Lecture about knocking out trash. And then Boba bred with, first he bred with Pumpkin and then he bred with Queen Cupcake, but it was around the same time, so they had a kitten each. So Butter is the child of Boba and Pumpkin, and Bacon is the child of Queen Cupcake and Boba, which is why it's a bit more of the floofy looking at the moment. I think Bacon's probably slightly more attractive because Butter's got kind of weird eyes going on. And her dad's really cute, so I don't really know what happened there. She's kind of got a bit weird. But yeah, so that's family. He also started dating Jade Rosa, which is a character from Windenburg. She came with the Get Together pack around the time that he adopted Pumpkin. So he only had Queen Cupcake and Pumpkin. Headhunted. We're gonna... Where? Okay, so a competitor has contacted Jade to try to recruit her from her current company. Should she stay loyal or move on to bigger and better things? We'll stay loyal. Oh look, we got £1,000, thanks. So anyway, we're gonna go to the restaurant. He's just having a sandwich. I think I'll leave all the kitty cats here because as you can see there is a lot of them. It's quite easy when it was just Jonas and Cupcake, but now it's everyone. So, and the only thing I know is that Nougat, I can't even say it then. Nougat is a tuxedo and Pumpkin's Somali, and then these guys I believe were like mixed breeds. So he's obviously a mix between a Scotch fold and something else, but I don't know what, and he is just a mixed breed, I don't know what of, and then obviously their children are all mixed breeds. So let us travel to the restaurant, which is called Sporting Space in this, which isn't what I've saved as a gallery. In the gallery it's saved as The Barn, and there's The Barn version 2 or 2.0 or something like that, because I made it sort of quickly because there was going to be a stream that day by Ninja Connor and he wanted like restaurants for his restaurant district that he was putting in his legacy challenge. So I did a quick build, and then after I'd finished it and uploaded it and he'd put it in his game, I was like, oh actually I could do this, I could do that, and I could do this. So slightly edited version in the version 2.0 where it's child, like toddler friendly and pet friendly, and I added in some plants and stuff because it is a converted barn. So let's get this thing up. Is that everything? Yeah, there we go. So this is what it looks like from the outside. It looks very nice at night because it's got all the fairy lights and stuff, and it, as I said, it's a converted barn. It is half modern. Well, it's like sort of like a converted barn that's gone more modern because, I don't know, it just worked as I was building it. And this was a barn that I saw on Pinterest and I thought it looked pretty interesting and unique. So I was like, cool, I want to build that barn. So I did, and it took me about like 4 hours, I'd say, total to do. And as I said before, I'm not really a community lot builder, so sorry if it's not fabulous. Even not fabulous. So yeah, you come in and there's the little reception-y desk bit where you have your host standing, some nice little potted plants, a little seated area for like waiting. There's some tables here with toddler seats, so you can, you know, bring your toddlers if you want to. Some just 2 people seats, some like 4 people seats, extra toddler seats here, blah 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 blah. I need to pull that out actually, it's a bit awkward, it's in a plant. So you might need to do that yourself in your game, because obviously I've already uploaded it and I'm sorry. And then there is a lot of outdoor seating. There's this sort of like private one, which is a 6-seater table, which is out here, which has like the heater and some fairy lights and stuff, and it's right next to the outside bathrooms because there's outdoor bathrooms and indoor bathrooms. Another 6-seater table, a little bit more tucked away, and another heater over there because it's outside, and then some 4-seater tables. There are pet bowls around the place, so if you bring your pet with you, you can just like fill it up and feed them if you need to. There's a small garden over here because in my head it was he grew his own produce for the chefs to use in the restaurant, but obviously it doesn't actually work that way. But in my head it works that way, so he's got a bit of a garden starting. I haven't really put much in it. I kind of just flung it in and then uploaded it, where really I should have put a bit more thought into it and like planted one of each plant, because he has just random things at the moment that you can get from when you buy seed packets, so I didn't put that much effort in there. Sorry about that. And that's sort of the older stone, like I tried to keep the sort of original stone that would have been around the barn originally. I think I just said originally twice, sorry, I'm not used to voicing stuff at the moment. And at the back here, because I don't think I showed you the back properly before, I tried to create this bifolding door appearance, which is why this little area here reacts as outdoor lighting, not indoor lighting, so it's a bit weird sometimes, but it's very nice in the day, but at night that kind of goes a bit weird because of the way the lighting works. Oh, and there's trees sticking through my roof. Whoops. Here I just did beams up here so it looks like the lights are hanging off of something. I need to move that one and that one though, because they're in the wrong place. I swear I'd put beams there though. That's annoying. Oh, that upsets me, but it's okay, I'll get over it. So, yeah, so there's beams there. See, that one works because the light's hanging off of it, and those are meant to be hanging off of it, but I forgot it. And then there's a big light here which hangs down into the second floor of this tower, where this is the second floor of the whole place, or the first floor, because the other one's the ground floor. I don't quite get how that works. But yeah, so they've gone for sort of the oldie time chairs and tables, but they're obviously these are kind of like classed as modern now because they're all designery, but it's the old wood which would have been maybe from the building when they were renovating it. I don't know, I just thought that was pretty cool. There's lots of nice plants everywhere to make it a bit more like farm-esque, I suppose, because on a farm you'd grow lots of things like agricultural stuff. There's some seats out here. There are plates that someone left from before. Rude. So there's 2 seats out here, quite nice little view over this little glass balcony. I tried to add in a lot of glass features for the modern side of things, which is why this area has also got large windows and some like fancier wallpaper, because I just thought it was quite cool to blend the traditional and the modern a bit together. There's this, which I tried to just have as glass, a little glass railing, that's what I was trying to say. But it kept messing up, so eventually I was just like, whatever, we're just going to put big glass windows in, and it works the same, so you can see through here, and you get a lot of light through here into there as well, and then this bit's all open, and you've got the living walls going up there, and some seating out here. It tends to be, because I've only played it a bit, as I said, and I think I have just upgraded to gold advertising, so they've got the highest food thing, the local, like, what is it called? My brain ain't working. Okay, so the local GMO free and freshly harvested food, which costs a lot more, but it's like the best food. And gold packaging, which he only updated to recently, and the markup's at 250 at the moment, which people aren't bad about, but I've noticed that Sims tend to sit here on this one downstairs, out here, occasionally in one of these two, and this one seems to be quite popular. It's very weird, like no one ever sits out here or out here or out here, but as I said, I've only just upgraded the advertising. Gosh, why does that keep escaping my brain? I've only just upgraded the advertising, so it might improve, I might get more customers in at once, blah 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 blah. And then there's your chef station in here, so there's this bit where you can see in and you can see what the chefs are doing and they can hand the food over the counter, and then there's one which is like the normal one in case they needed to come out this way and serve people out here or whatever. And then there's doors all there so they can go in and out, and these are the only bathrooms. As I said, there's 2 downstairs on the inside and 2 on the outside, so there's 4 downstairs total. And that is the restaurant, really. That's everything, I think. Yeah, that's everything. So yeah, I hope you guys like this restaurant. I did put a lot of effort into it, even though I said it took like 4 hours. I did put a lot of effort in trying to get it to work, and as I said, I don't really build community lots, especially not restaurants, so it was sort of trying to get it so it flowed properly and Sims could use things and they wouldn't get stuck and there wouldn't be routing problems and that kind of fun stuff that happens in The Sims all the time. So that's why I was trying to do that. And if you download it, if you decide to, it's on my gallery. I'll get it up quickly and show you. Sorry for all the errs as well. I'm trying to cut down on the likes and I seem to be putting in the errs instead, which isn't the best. So we go to my libre. In fact, I should probably go to my gallery thingy. Right, so here's Barn 2.0 and here is the barn. So this one is, it doesn't have much pet stuff in it. Like, it says it has pet stuff in it, but it doesn't have like bowls or anything, and it doesn't have the toddler stuff, and there's some other plants, I think, are missing as well, like some of the decorations are missing. And then this one has all the stuff, like this is the current one, and you should use move objects on for either of them, and I don't use CC, so there's none of that in there for anyone who would be worried about that. So there's those, feel free to download them if you wish, that'd be cool. The other one is the Salty Paws Cafe, which I might do in a second video, because how long have I been recording for? 14 minutes? Yeah, we could probably visit it, to be honest, wouldn't be that bad. and then I get them both out of the way. And then I've also updated the Salty Paws saloon again a second time, but this literally is just making it so the original one works as a restaurant. This is a completely new building, like ripped the whole thing down, started from the ground up, whereas this one is the actual building as it was, and I just made it so it could work as a restaurant as well as a bar, so you can switch between the two, and called it the Salty Claws restaurant because there's lots of crabs around, like imagery wise, so I was like, makes sense, and it's a seafood restaurant. So we could look at the cat cafe, I suppose, because yeah, pretty much I've talked about all of this. Here you can see it's currently 4 stars. I haven't bought all the perks yet. All of my staff are women, which wasn't intended, I have to say. So we have Kelly Best, we have Ellie Benitez as my 2 chefs, and we have Zoe Patel and Bella Goth, those 2 original characters, as my waitresses, or my, well, it says waiter, so it's waiters, but I suppose they should be called servers to be not sexist or whatever, but I'm not bothered about the whole waitress, waiter type thing, even though maybe I should be, I don't know. Yeah, they're all quite happy, she's neutral, not whatever, and they're all full skilled, fully promoted, all that good stuff. And then I have my host, which is Scarlett McMillan here, she's very good as well. I can have another waiter at some point, but I haven't got around to it, and I'm hoping that I can have a man, because I just picked the person who's most skilled, so in this sense I would pick Paolo Roca? I don't know how you pronounce that. I would pick Paolo, basically, because he's the highest skilled in the panel, and it'd take me less to train him and all that stuff, which is pretty much why they're all women, because these were all the highest skilled people when I was picking peoples. So yeah, that's my restaurant. They have a certain style to them, if I can remember where it is. Here we go. So you can see that like the chefs have cowboy boots on, and it's like a red theme because the whole barn is red, and then the wait staff have the checkered shirts and the jeans and like the cowboy boots again, and then the hosts are slightly more dressed up just because they're the first person you meet when you come in. So she's wearing like a cute red flowery dress, which you could imagine possibly someone wearing on a farm, but obviously it'd be more of like the lady of the manor who owns land rather than just, you know, typical farmer's wife or farm chick. Sorry, it's like choke age. And then he's wearing the red checker waistcoat combo. Sorry about that, just had to take myself away to have a choke and some water so I didn't die. I know, slightly dramatic. What was I up to? Oh yeah, so that's this restaurant. We can go check out the Salty Paws Cafe in a second, and as I said originally, I didn't plan to have such a massive family, but it kind of just happened, and now he's a crazy cat man, so we might as well go check out the cat cafe that I built a while ago, so you can see that. Like, when I say a while ago, I mean when Cats and Dogs first came out. It was the first thing I built, but I just never made a video because I'm weird and I wasn't sure how much I liked it at the time. I did have a sim family that I played in there because I've learnt the way it works is if I set it as a restaurant, these are the traits that I have to have, because you can't have like the cat hangout, dog hangout, whatever the other ones are, I can't remember what they are, but you can't have them, which is, ooh, shh, phone, which is very, very annoying. So, oh, we just want Jonas, we don't want all of them. Do. Oh wait, maybe I should take the cats. Yeah, I probably should actually. Come on, guys. Because this is the way it has to work, which I'll show. So you can't have like the cat hangout trait or the other one, which is cat related that I can't remember, and it was designed to be a cat cafe. So the way I worked around it was I had a sim own it as a restaurant. Because if it's a cafe, like just a typical cafe like you have in Windenburg and get together and stuff like that, where you can't own it, it just runs by NPCs and all that kind of stuff, then it's fine. You can just have those traits. If I go to build merch, you can see what I mean, maybe. So if you changed the lot type here and you just set it as a cafe, which it has all the requirements to be one, it also has all the requirements I think to be a bar, then you can have the cat friendly and cat hangout traits, and cats will just appear out of the world randomly, which is cool. But if you have a restaurant, as you can see, you can't have those traits, or the dog friendly or dog hangout traits, which is a bit lame. So I had to have a sim family instead, where she owned 7 cats and brought them with her to work every day. So they just like hang about and people would interact with them and all that kind of stuff, which is what a cat cafe is meant to be. But you like random cats just wouldn't appear unless Sims brought them with them, which is not very likely, sadly. So that was the way to work around that situation. So it's like a good thing that Jonas has brought all his furry friends. I'm just gonna get rid of the grid and we'll have a quick. In fact, I should probably do it in live mode. But anyway, yeah. So the outside of the cat cafe looks like this. It's very cute. And lots of like things for the cats to climb on, which I thought were like maybe boxes that were left behind. I'm just gonna get him to fill these bowls so his cats don't starve to death whilst they're here. And then if we go inside, we'll start with the ground floor. So when you first walk in, you have the cafe stand here, which is like if you were to have it set as a cafe from Get Together, then it would just function from here, and this whole kitchen would basically be redundant, but it'd be there for show. You have the host station for when it is set as a cafe. It looks like Paolo's working here, so he's obviously looking for other jobs. What the heck, man? Jeez, do they know that you're trying to move on and get away from here? Everyone in here has sort of like a lighter pastel-y colour to their uniform. There's like the guy with his cat, which I like, and it's lots of nautical themes because we're on the like dock area. It made sense to me. So yeah, then you've got your kitchen here where you'd get all the food from, and we have Yuki working for us. That's cool. And cats can come in here away from the humans. They've only got their little door here so they can get in and they can eat the food and chill out, so they don't have to worry about interacting with people, because in the real world cat cafes, I've not been to one, would love to, they have zones that cats can get to but the customers can't get to. So if a cat's feeling particularly like, I don't want to hang out with you, human, then they can go off and play in there or nap in there or eat or whatever they need to do, and like use the cat bathroom. And then there's this seating area, which is very cute with the little bay window. If you're going to have it as a cafe, you could have them sit here. There's toys here, outdoor seating with a heater there, nice long 8-seater table. I don't know if that works as an 8-seater table, I just kind of made it that way, but these 2 end chairs might block the people eating here, which I don't know. And then a 2-seater table, a little another sort of cafe designed seating area where you can chill and have a cat on your lap or whatever. And then lots of cat climbing and scratching posts around, little cat pictures, the hang in there cat poster, which is so cute. Little cat statues and stuff. And then over here, this is the apartment that my sim was living in when she owned it. So this is set up for if you want to have your sim live on this lot whilst they work. Obviously, the way that works is your sim will have to buy a plot of land that they like technically live on, but you don't have to have a house on it, because they'd buy the restaurant here and then they'd live here and bring all their animals here if they had animals, and all their family here and all that kind of stuff. Though it is only really set up for like 2 people and a bunch of cats. But yeah, so you'd come here and live here and operate your restaurant, so you didn't have to worry about flitting between the 2 or your restaurant like falling to pieces because you're not there and all that kind of stuff. But I've also made this section the area where the cats can come and be away from the public. So he's in here because I haven't locked the doors. But if you lock the doors for here, so it's just employees, which I should probably do. Can I do that? No, I might have to like set someone. But lock these for employees only and like household only, so whoever owns it can come in. And the cats can still come in because there's a little cat flap there, so they'll just wander in and out. And there's another entrance into the house up this way, so this is like technically the main entrance, and that's why the living space, like in the kitchen, dining, cat feeding sense, is up here, and a nice bathroom for your sim to use. A lot of cats and dog stuff used in this, and some, I think that's parenthood walls, because I like that tiling. And then, yep, that's where they would sleep. Also, in cat cafes, people do night shifts, so I had it sort of set up if someone was doing a night shift, they'd have things to do as well as look after the cats. And then there's like the cats toilet area where they've got like the lasery ones or whatever it is. Oh no, they haven't got the lasery ones, they've just got the push ones. So eventually your sim will have to empty the litter storage on this, but you can change it to the lasery ones if you want to. And yeah, kitchen area, as I said. Upstairs, I didn't do the whole tour. Upstairs you have the bar area, if I can zoom in. There we go, so you have this bar area here, where we currently have Summer Holiday working, so you could have it set as a bar or have a party here or whatever you really wanted to do. There's lots of nautical and cat themed stuff around. There's some more tables and chairs and stuff. And then in here you have the bathrooms, so just two little like customer toilets from there. Oh, it doesn't sound like Summer's very good at her job. And then as you can see, the cats are all just jumping around, interacting, do whatever they want. Jonas is currently watching television, which I think is in this room. Yeah, he's just wandered in here, which is whatever. And there's like the computer for if they needed to do officey work, I suppose, as well. Do I want to go over to the... No, I don't want to go over to Zoe's house. Thank you, Zoe. And then everything decorative-wise is generally cat-themed. Here is obviously some cafe-themed stuff. There's cat treats everywhere and all that kind of thing. My throat's going a bit weird, so I apologise for that. And the menu I have set to be breakfasty brunch type food. I think there is an option called brunch, but I just went in and made my own menu because I wanted to. And then as you saw, I believe the treats, if I can zoom out, can it tell me the treats or do I have to go out here? I might have to go out here. I know one was a quiet place, and I think something about convivial, maybe? What are you? Where are you? There you are. Yeah, my sim is there. I know. Oh, fine. I have to stay there and just go into build mode, which I didn't want to do. Into build mode. So, go away. Sorry, that was my thing. Oh, okay. So we have gnomes, fast internet, and peace and quiet. So that's quite interesting. I didn't know I'd put gnomes, but yes. So if you turned it into a cafe rather than a restaurant, you can change those so it is a cat-friendly cat hangout, and then all the cats will come from around the place, but then the kitchen won't really operate and you can only really get drinks and stuff from this and from the bar upstairs, which I also don't think, if it's set as a cafe, I don't think you'll get someone up here, but when it's set as a restaurant you do, and obviously when it's set as a bar you'll have someone up here and you won't have anyone down here, so there won't be like anyone at the front of house if you have it set as a bar, because everyone will want to go upstairs and drink. Yeah, and as I said, you'll want to lock off this section of the house so only the people who live here can access it. There's also like a nice little seating area here, though I suppose, what's the view? Oh, it's like the park and the town and stuff. It's not that bad, but I suppose really you'd want the view to be that way. But shh, it's the only way I could build it. And also it made sense for this to have the nice view when you're eating and be like, oh, look at the beautiful houses over there across the water, how nice. And you could pretend that this is part of it or whatever if you really wanted to. It won't interact that way, but you can pretend. Again, this will need to move objects on. It's called the Celtic Paws Cafe. It is on my gallery. Again, no CC. You'll need cats and dogs and probably a lot of other expansion packs because I can't remember what I used. Let's see. If I go to my gallery, it'll tell me here. So we'll find out. And I'll show you the family actually that I made for it maybe as well. The view catalogue, here we go. So it uses cats and dogs, get together, get to work, parenthood, and dine out. Isn't actually that many, in my defence. That's quite good. The barn uses like everything, pretty much, that I own. So sorry about that one. And then there's this, which is the Salty Claws restaurant, which as I said, oh, there's version 2. What's the difference? I can't remember. So in this one, it's literally just the the Salty Paws saloon that came with Brindleton Bay, but I've edited it so this is an actual functioning kitchen. These are seating where you can actually serve people, and then I think upstairs is just like, yeah, it's just like bathrooms. There's like a cat litter box, there's an art easel up there for if your person who owns it needs to make extra money, and yeah, that is that. So feel free to download that also. There's 2 versions. What is the difference? Did I write what the difference was? Oh, there's no art in this one because, again, I was renovating it really quickly for Ninja Connor's live stream. Feel free to go watch his stuff. He's really cool. He's Ninja Connor 86 on YouTube, and I think he's just Ninja Connor on Twitch. He might be Ninja Connor 86, but anyway, he streams on Tuesdays and Sundays. Sundays is at 8:30, Tuesdays is at 8. I recommend you go watch him. He's super cool. But yeah, I renovated it really quickly so you could use it if you wanted to, because he has a sim in his legacy challenge who's going to own a seafood restaurant because she's into fishing, and her partner is into painting, so I made it so he could be here painting while she was off being a chef, and because she's into cooking as well and she's in the chef career, which means she can't always be at the restaurant, so he was going to be manager, and I made it so they could fill it with his artwork, and it made it slightly cheaper. So this one has artwork in, and then the version 2 doesn't, so you can put your own spin on that and add your own artwork, add your own mounted fish or whatever you want to do. And then as you can see in my gallery, there's all sorts of other things that I haven't yet put on my channel, like the Rapunzel Tower, or this is the Crooked Man's house, and this is the Crooked Man, and then there's the Beanstalk. I couldn't remember what that was called for a second, which I have to do videos on at some point, so you'll get to enjoy all of that, and the families that I've made for it, and the family that I made for the Cat Cafe originally. Whew, there's a lot of people. Where are they? I can't remember what I called them. There they are. The Whim, I believe is how you pronounce that family. So you can see here, this is Caitlin Whim. She was just randomly generated, and I gave her the cats and dogs clothes because they're cute. And then she has Stanley, who is a cute little old man. And Missy, who's cross-eyed, but she's cute too. Nova, Winston, and then she's got kittens, Copper and Cosmo. Is that all of them? I thought there was more, but nope, that's all of them. So these are all the cats that she has, which you can, you know, if you want to download her and then I can put them on the gallery. They're obviously not currently in the gallery. There's also a bunch of families here that you can probably see that I also haven't uploaded. Like, I made Pocahontas and John Smith, and I made, what's the raccoon's name? I always forget. Miko. Okay, I made Miko and Percy as well, and I tried to make them look accurate to the film, so that's why they're painted kind of funny. So yeah, there's those guys as well, which I didn't upload for whatever reason. And then there's like Rapunzel, and as I said, the Crooked Man and his cat, which he has uploaded, but I need to upload Rapunzel and stuff as well. I already uploaded the Beanstalk family a long time ago, so they're already up. Oh, I did the dogs from Balto. Yeah, because, you know, why not? So there's Jenna and Balto and Steel. And I did 102 Dalmatians as well, so I don't know what the difference is between the two of them, but there's two of them. But anyway, basically, so you've got Chloe Simmons, who is engaged to Kevin Shepherd, or they're just dating, I can't remember if they're engaged or not. And then you had Dipstick and Dottie, who had the babies Little Dipper, Domino and Oddball, which is why she is currently all white with blue eyes. I have a plan for that in the future if it will work out. Probably going to be streaming it rather than doing a let's play on it, because it might be easier to do streams because you can get more done, and I'd like to start streaming at some point if I can. And yeah, there is a lot of things in my gallery, so I will leave you guys now anyway with all that wonderful information about these 3 technically restaurants that you can download from my gallery, and you can, I don't know, let me know what you think of them, let me know what you think of this video, that'd be really cool. Congratulations if you made it to the end of my rambling and viewing and all that stuff. I'll just get back into living mode and let him do his thing. It's a shame that restaurants are still a little bit broken, like it takes forever to get them fed and stuff, and he's just had a bad drink. That's not great. But yeah, so I was leaving anyway, and yeah, so I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to leave a like or comment down below, letting me know what you'd like to see, letting me know what you liked about this, all that kind of stuff. Any ideas that you want me to try out. Shh, Yuki, I'm ending my video. Stop freaking out. And if you would like to be kept up to date on all of my content, then please feel free to subscribe. That would be super awesome. I recently went back down to 99 subscribers because I hadn't uploaded anything. I was at 101. Now I'm back down to 99. But oh well, I'm sure if I keep it up and I actually post stuff, we'll get back to where we were and even higher, hopefully. I will do another video probably to explain why I haven't been uploading a lot. I think some of you who have watched previous videos will know. It's basically I'm doing a real life house renovation in the real world, and it's taking up a lot of time and it's a lot of stress. So that will be another video. Fun times. Anywho, goodbye.